Evening all. More questions sent in. Thank you. 3 short ones. Well, hopefully they'll be short ones, because by the time I've explained it, they might not be. Is it possible to lose a body? No. However, there are cases where, because of misunderstandings and everything else, a family would get a phone call from a consulate or from a hospital to say someone's passed away, and they might not have the information to know where they are. So that's not unusual. Part of my job is to locate that person. So it's not uncommon for a family to phone me up and say that my dad used to live in X place and I've just been called by a hospital saying he's passed away. I don't know where he is, don't know what to do. I can find them. Sometimes they're not dead. Sometimes they're very much alive, and the family's misunderstood. Sometimes they have passed away. Unfortunately, they passed away a few days before, and the family haven't been advised, which isn't really anyone's fault. If there's no next of kin advised, it's purely because they either don't have the details or don't have someone that can speak the relevant language. So, no, it's not possible to lose a body. It is possible that prior to getting to us, a body needs to be located, but we don't lose them. It's impossible. Regulations now mean that people have to wear, once they've passed away, decedents have to wear bracelets, and they will stay with that body until its final journey is complete. And also the coffins have to be labelled. Personal dislike of mine, however, they do have to be labelled. The reason I dislike them is because if it's done badly, it just looks awful. I just like it on to be straight. That's all I want. Just want it to be straight. Because some funeral directors just plonk it on, they don't really care. So when you get to chapel, it's just on wonky, and I don't like that. I'm picky. How soon is a body cremated after a service? In Spain, generally, directly afterwards. Certainly within 12, 15 hours, absolutely positively. Spain's system is that efficient that things can be done very quickly. If we book a service at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, then I can pretty much guarantee that that body would have been cremated before 7, 8 o'clock. It's done as a continuation of service. In other countries, not necessarily. For instance, if you go to a crematorium in the UK, they can be as busy as every 20 minutes as a family going in. It takes 2.5 hours to 3 hours to cremate a body. Therefore, that person is not being cremated when they go through the curtains. It just doesn't happen. It's an illusion. People think that they go through, they get cremated. It doesn't. And generally, in most societies, it's not like that. Spain is more direct. So generally in Spain, within a couple of hours, if not immediately after the service. And finally, for today's videos, what isn't allowed into a coffin for a cremation? Things have changed. It used to be not really a problem regardless. Now, pacemakers, anything with a battery, lithium, mobile phones. Yes, people do ask for mobile phones to be put in there. Mostly after that, things like prosthetics and shunts and stuff like that. If someone's got a false hip, it doesn't affect us. It would be taken out afterwards for recycling, or sometimes the family want it back. Yes, they do. Generally things with a battery. Until the clean air rules really start kicking in, we can pretty much cremate people when they're fully clothed, whether they're wearing leather shoes or rubber shoes or whatever it's going to be. As long as there's no batteries or any potential explosives, we're pretty much good. Other countries, tighter rules. A lot of it comes down to the filtration systems, because if you start putting certain things through the filtration systems, it does a lot of damage, and the filters are worth a lot of money. So it's more that than anything else. Any questions? If you want to ask me anything random about funerals, specifically in Spain or frankly worldwide, because it's fairly much the same rules, put it just down there. Just down there. I'll see you soon.